a demo of what Sherlock can do for you. So we have the map of Dubai, and we have some data sets, and we have some analysis to show you. What we have done is we've taken 6 stores in and around Dubai, with different categories, across the length of Dubai. For example, Carrefour and Grand Hyper, Al Khail Mall, and so on and so forth. Now, to give you some sense, the amount of data that we have about these locations, I'll just hover over this particular location, which is Carrefour Hypermarket, which is in the Mall of the Emirates. We're looking at certain dates. We've gone back in time. We're looking at February 2024, and number of visitations are the number of people at that location in that point of time. The numbers that you see, cola units sold, juice units sold, water units sold, those are mocked up numbers because we wanted to show you that if you are able to upload your sales data, then it can be easily mapped to the locations, to the stores, and that way you can have in one single view, you can see the store, the category of the store. You can see over here the category is the store in a mall, and the date, the number of visitors, and also the number of units sold at that point. It could be in a day, it could be in a month, whatever is the time duration. Another thing that we are able to identify is user behavior at those locations. So the information, the analysis that we have, you will see over here, the top 90% behavior, which is 90 percentile, the behavior of 90% of the people who visit this Carrefour hypermarket is, they're interested in arts and entertainment. They are luxury experience seekers, visit fine dining restaurants, and nightlife enthusiasts. Similarly, let's take a look at the smaller one. So this is something called Fresh Mart, which is in Dubai Healthcare City. The category is, it's a small grocery store, and it had about 890 visitations. And again, the number of cola units, juice units, water units sold is a mock-up data that we have uploaded out there to show you that you can upload your first-party data, sales data, and map it on the map for these stores. Again, over here, 90% of the behavior is something that we are able to cover as well. Now, the good thing that we have is, because we understand the movement of people, because we understand the visitations based on cell phone data, what we are able to get is also what are the home locations of people who visit these stores. So I'm just going to layer the home location, and you will see that the red dots, the red hexagons that you see are the home locations of some of the visitors to the store. We've taken a small sample set for this particular demo to show you that the home locations, and you can see over here, for example, the home locations is building called Mosela, which is an EMAR building. Now, one of the things that we do, as I mentioned earlier, is something called the Well-being Index or the Prosperity Index. It takes into account multiple data sets that include real estate prices, rental, land prices, property prices, then the menu prices of restaurants in the area, the number of schools, colleges in the area, the kind of devices, whether Android, iOS devices in the area, and the number of family units in the area as well. So that is used to synthesize a index called the Prosperity Index for at 150 square meter block. The entire Dubai is broken down into 150 square meter blocks. And in this case, the Prosperity Index or the WBI for this particular building is 8.9 out of 10. So the Prosperity Index is from 0 to 10, and out of 10 you can see it's 8.9. You can see over here different prosperity indexes, indices that we can identify. Now, the other one that we are able to do is, let's try and find out people who visit from location. We're just looking from people who have gone from their homes to particular stores. So you can see over here, this particular person shops at the Carrefour hypermarket. So does this person, and you can see over here there are only few people who probably travel a little further to to go to the to stores that are further away from them. It could be that their office is at some location, and so on and so forth. You could also look at the home and office locations, and you can see that this person's office location is actually closer to the store that the person went to earlier. Now, what we can do is we just different aspects, different points of interest that we are able to map. We're able to show you gyms, the number of visitations at the gyms, and so on and so forth. Now, one of the things we want to understand is what kind of products are being sold at these stores. So, do they sell the people who come to these stores, are they interested in cola? Are they interested in juices? Are they interested in health drinks? So how do we find that out? So one of the things that we are able to do is let's find out people from the store who have gone to gyms. So for example, from this store, people have gone to this particular gym. I'll just open a gym over here, the Marina gym, and over here the Den gym, and so on and so forth. Now, when you look at this, you can basically see that you can start to get a probabilistic idea of the number of people who visit here and their behavioral aspects. If they go to the gym, they are probably interested in health drinks, and so perhaps they're interested in juice or water or any other health drink that might be there, and less interested in a cola product. Same way, if you were to look at if you were to look at, say, people who go to beaches, for example, they've gone from some of the people who have gone from the store to the beach. 11 people have gone from this beach, from the Carrefour store to this beach. In this case, there are 10 people who have gone from from this store to Kite Beach, and the list goes on. So the point here is that they are probably more family oriented people. They're more interested in juices, they're more interested in water. Lastly, what we could look at is people who, for example, go to nightclubs, and so they could go to different nightclubs, and for example, SOT nightclub, Dolce Legends, and so on and so forth. Now, when you look at this and you say 4 people who have gone to this particular nightclub, now and 20% of those are Android users and 80% of those are iOS users. So essentially what we're saying is that these people might be the right people for cola, might be cola users. So there's a probabilistic way in for lack of data in terms of consumer preferences, and especially when we don't have any first party data on those consumer preferences, to get down to a store level preferential understanding. Probabilistic way is perhaps the only way to understand the preferences of consumers at those stores and what you would then want to stock at those stores.